Welcome to Variant One Shot. The comic book universe is a very large and diverse place, and we've covered a serious chunk of it over the past 4 years. But one area in the world of comics that we haven't spent much time on thus far is the long list of mystics, sorcerers, wizards, and even supernatural characters that played big roles in the comics over the years. And with Marvel's Doctor Strange movie rapidly approaching, it seems to me that there's no better time to start. So today, my comic conrads, let's talk about 5 of the top mystics in all of comics. Now, there are some incredibly powerful mystical characters, such as Phantom Stranger, Brother Voodoo, Etrigan, and the list goes on. But I decided to base this list on the popularity of the character and their overall impact on their respective universe. But obviously, this list is still subjective. Kicking off the list at number 5 is Zatanna. Zatanna is a homo magi, which in the DC universe basically means that she is a human born with the ability to perform and control magic. She made her first appearance in 1964 and has since played a role in numerous titles and major DC events, including Detective Comics, the JLA, and the Blackest Night storyline. The Mistress of Magic has also been affiliated with several teams over the years, like the Sentinels of Magic, the Justice League, and most recently in the New 52, where she was a founding member of Justice League Dark. Zatanna is well known for casting her spells by speaking backwards, and although the limits of her magical abilities have never been fully defined, some of Zatanna's more impressive talents are reality manipulation, telekinesis, telepathy, healing, teleportation, mystical energy blast, control of natural elements, dimensional travel, and the list goes on. A little fun fact about Zatanna is that she is a direct descendant of Leonardo da Vinci, and also is somehow related to the prophet Nostradamus. I also have to mention that she has made appearances in several DC animated series, including Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and Young Justice, and all 3 of those series are absolutely fantastic. All in all, Zatanna is one of the most powerful and popular mystics in DC Comics. Coming in at number 4 is Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. This magic-wielding mutant has become much more of a household name in recent years thanks to her role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But she has been playing a massive role in the Marvel Comics universe for a really long time. In fact, we posted a History of Scarlet Witch episode last year where we get into much more detail about her, so you can check that out right here. But to sum it up, she was created in 1964 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby as a member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants for the X-Men title. However, she quickly evolved into a force for good, becoming a longtime member of the Avengers, and was even married to Vision for a while. While the source of her powers have changed over the years from mutation to magic, those 2 things together have given her some crazy abilities, starting with her use of hexes to change probabilities, thus manipulating reality itself. The greatest example of this came during Marvel's House of M crossover event, where she erased mutant kind from existing by saying the words, "No more mutants." That junk was bananas. Some of her other abilities include flight, illusion casting, astral projection, and a magic energy blast, just to name a few. Bottom line, the Scarlet Witch is no joke. Number 3 is none other than Dr. Fate. The Helm of Naboo, the God of Order, has granted the mantle of Dr. Fate to 9 different characters since his creation in 1940. But regardless of whether it's Kent Nelson, Jared Stevens, Khalid Nassour, or another wearing the Helmet of Fate, the power granted to the wearer is immense and allows Dr. Fate to do some pretty insane stuff. Just a few of his magical abilities include invulnerability, dimensional and reality manipulation, super strength, telekinesis, telepathy, force field, astral projection, energy manipulation, and on and on. Dr. Fate is so powerful that some have argued that he could even go head-to-head with beings as powerful as Darkseid, so that should tell you something. Over the years, Fate was a longtime member of the JSA, and even joined the Justice League, although that was short-lived. He's also made appearances in several TV shows, like Smallville, Superman the Animated Series, Batman the Brave and the Bold, and Young Justice, all together landing him in a nice spot on this list. Landing at number 2 is the Sorcerer Supreme himself, Doctor Strange. This master of the dark arts was created by Steve Ditko and first appeared in Strange Tales issue 110 in 1963. I won't really get into his history as we're going to cover that in a History of Doctor Strange episode coming up in just a few weeks. But what I will tell you is that he's been a member of such teams as the Defenders, the Illuminati, and the New Avengers. I'll also tell you that the Sorcerer Supreme draws his power from a group of mystical godlike entities known as the Vishanti. The amulet he wears, known as the Eye of Agamotto, harnesses their magical energy to give him some awesome abilities, like the ability to negate evil magic. I actually give a detailed origin of his amulet in this episode, if you choose to watch it. But anyway, just a few of his other powers and abilities include dark force manipulation, energy-based constructs, force field projection, invisibility, invulnerability, telepathy, dimensional manipulation, psionic control, and time manipulation. We got a glimpse at just how fearsome the Doctor can be in the New Avengers Volume 2 in 2012, when he took on and nearly defeated the New Avengers team of Vision, Captain America, Iron Man, Red Hulk, Hawkeye, Thor, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Thing, Black Widow, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Mockingbird. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? In short, he's a beast. Rounding out our list, at number 1 is Thor's brother and archenemy, Loki, the Asgardian god of mischief. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering why Loki instead of Doctor Strange or maybe some other character took the top spot. Well, as I mentioned, this list is based on the popularity of the character and the impact they've had on their universe. With that in mind, the modern version of Loki was introduced by Stan Lee in 1962 and quickly grew to become a major nemesis to not only Thor, but the entire Marvel universe. In fact, it was Loki's assault on Asgard and Earth that led to the creation of the first Avengers in order to defeat him. That fact alone is good enough a reason for the number 1 spot. But he doesn't stop there. Loki has played a major role in multiple Marvel events and storylines that have redefined Marvel characters and its universe, including Ragnarok, Siege, and Secret Wars. As if that wasn't enough, Loki is easily one of the most popular and well-known villains in the Marvel comic universe, and his popularity has only been put on steroids since Tom Hiddleston brought the character to life in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, playing a primary villain for Thor in 2011 and the first Avengers movie in 2012. His long list of powers and abilities include the ability to wield magic, super strength, immortality, energy shield, darkness manipulation, shape-shifting, invisibility, energy manipulation, stealth, power mimicry, astral projection, and the list goes on. Did I mention he's kind of a god? So yeah, there's that. Ultimately, Loki earns the number 1 spot in my opinion, but that's just my list. So let me know what your list would be in the comment section below. But before I bring this episode to a close, I just want to thank the people who made this episode possible, Domain.com. When you buy a domain name from Domain.com, you get the power to influence and control what people find when they search for you online. No domain extension will help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. Domain.com is affordable, reliable, and easy to use. The guys at Domain.com gave Variant an awesome offer. Get 15% off Domain.com's already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use the coupon code Variant at checkout. So when you think domain names, think Domain.com.